Education Credential Assessment or ECA. Once you have checked your eligibility for express entry, or for that matter even provincial nomination program, this is one of the first step to do, getting the ECA done so that you can create your express entry profile. In today's video, I will talk about what this education credential assessment is, where you can get this done, what is the procedure, how much does it cost, what are the common mistakes, and I will also share my personal experience so that you have information and you can take an informed decision where you can get this ECA done. So do watch this video till the end, and if you're a new subscriber, please go ahead and press this subscription button as well as bell notification. I make videos related to Canada immigration the way you want to understand, and I also share my personal journey here in Canada. I hope you have already subscribed to my channel. So straight away, let's jump into what is Education Credential Assessment or ECA. Now, I have studied from India, and when I'm trying to immigrate to Canada, Canada government, that is IRCC here, wants to know what my India education is equivalent to in terms of Canadian education system. So you see this website here, Canada government has given these designated agency to evaluate my education, and whatever outcome they give, with that I am able to claim the point for the express entry, or even for that matter provincial nomination program. Now we have complete freedom to choose which agency we want to go with, provided we know what these agencies are evaluating for. So when I was trying to find which agency I should be going with, I found World Education Service to be the best fit for me for two reasons. One, they were taking 50% less time than rest of them to give me the report. They were taking about 2 months of time after I submit the report to them. And they also have this free tool you see here. Once you enter your detail and you enter your university detail, you get a sample report. And that was giving me confidence that whatever I'm submitting and what outcome I'm going to get, I was able to fairly see that. So this confidence was there. And when I checked the CRS score range, which we were targeting for, we were well within the range, even if there were few differences here and there. So I was comfortable because I wanted the document to come as soon as possible. So what is the procedure? Now, any of these agencies, whichever you choose, you have to send them your credential documents, which are basically your transcript. And for this transcript, you'll have to reach to your college or university first. I reached out to my university and made an application for transcript, and I had to pay a very nominal amount. This will be the case with you also. You'll have to pay a small prescribed fee. Most of the universities, they know that a lot of immigration happens to Australia, UK, US, Ireland, Canada. So they have a set system. All you need to do is make an application, give a prescribed fee, and in my case, my universities, they were taking about 4 weeks time to give this transcript to me. So when I was nearing this 4 weeks, that is when I went and I created my World Education Service profile. So here I had to enter my basic details, information related to my education, where I've studied, and all those details. It's very simple. And after I paid the prescribed fee through debit or credit card, I was given this World Education Service reference number. Now I had to keep this reference number, and once I received the transcript from my university, the university handed over transcript to me. Then now World Education Service does not accept the document to be sent by the candidate. Instead, they want it to be sent from the university. So even there, the universities, they have made a very simple process. You go collect the document, you verify if everything is correct, and they will seal that document in front of you and hand it over to you. All you need to do is enter the reference number onto the package which will be sent, and you will be told to go to the nearest post office, which is the university post office, and send the document to these agencies. It is a very simple process. Now, in case of my friend who was in a different city and his university was in different place, he made a no objection certificate to his brother and gave it to him, and his brother could collect on behalf of him the document and send it across to this agency. So that is the first step. Now, once this agency receives the document, based on what kind of postal service you use, it can depend from 3 weeks to almost 45 days. So in our case, it took almost 1 month, because when we were sending, it was a long holiday season. So by the time Wes received our document, it was almost 1 month. So you see, almost 1 month to get the transcript, and then 1 month to send it to Wes. Once it reached, Wes took almost 2 months to evaluate and give the document to us. So you can expect at least this much time. And remember, Wes was one of the fastest to give this report. Now with COVID, the delay must be there, so you can check on that. And with other agencies also, they may have these delays. Now, if you have a professional license which you want to get verified for the occupation where it is required, then in that case, please read through this website and make sure that you do the necessary action. So how does this evaluation impact the overall CRS score? So how does this evaluation impact the CRS score? Say I have done my masters from India and it is not equated to Canadian masters, and the report says that it is equivalent to a Canadian degree. So in that case, you see, instead of master's point, I get this point, 2 or more degree. And this could be a make or break situation. There are many who have been missing their invitation to apply by few points here and there. And that is why this becomes very important that you choose the right agency where you can get the maximum point. Now, World Education Service, for some reason in 2018-19, they had stopped taking Punjab Technical University. They were not at all evaluating the documents. And for some strange reason, even the Symbiosis masters were not getting recognized. Whereas IGNOU, if you have done your masters from IGNOU, people were getting their equivalent as masters. So don't break your head on this. What many people do is that when they know, they use this Wes tool and they know that they're not getting the desired equivalent, they have gone ahead and they have shared their transcript with 2 different agencies. And whichever gives them the best evaluation, they just present that to the IRCC. So this is a good way to see that you get that maximum point. Like in my case, I was not getting the equivalent in terms of Canadian experience for my higher education. So it was not a big impact, because when I made this express entry game plan, I knew that with even this point, we will be able to get the ITA. So that was my case. So the tip is, please do check all these agencies, check their processing time and which agency fits you. If you use the World Education Service tool and you find that you are not getting the desired evaluation in their free sample report, then take an informed decision if you would like to go with any other agency. There might be a little delay, but that might be worth waiting for you to get a additional point what you require. In terms of cost, all these agencies have a fee range which is almost similar to each other. So there is hardly anything to differentiate. You can check the fee and choose whatever is comfortable for your pocket. So here you will have to see which agency can give you the maximum point. That is the tip from my end. I hope you found today's video informative, and if you have any questions, do comment and let me know. If you like my video, please press the like button and do share with your friends so that they have a ready reference when they're starting their Canadian journey. Thanks for watching Canada Tried and Tested.